Hello, everyone. I'm gonna just wait for people to show up and come in. I didn't announce on a thing that I was going to go live or anything, so I'll just wait for people to show up. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Nisi. Hi, blessed one. Hello, hello, y'all. Hi, y'all. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, everyone. Make sure y'all hit that like button as soon as you come in, okay? Hit the like button as soon as you come in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. First, we're going to talk about, remember, I mentioned it in one of my readings that I was going to tell y'all what led up to me having my appendix removed. Hi, Frank. Hi. So, for those who did not know, hi, Eva. For those who did not know, Grand Rising, good morning. For those who did not know, I had my appendix removed, right? I went into the hospital because, like, I have these things that I listen to sometimes in my sleep. So I'll put on like frequency music, like wavelengths that I'll listen to in my sleep, right? Because it connects to my self conscious. My subconscious. So I put this music on and I was meditating prior to me going to bed. And I was like, okay, so, I'm trying to have a breakthrough in my life, kind of cleanse my energy out. And one of the things that I asked for was for my breakthrough, one of the things that I asked for was anything that's inside of me that's not healthy, anything that I am doing wrong in my life, um, present it to me, right? So I can make the change that I need to make. Present it to me, let me know what I'm doing wrong, what I need to do right, what I need to change, how I need to improve myself inside and out instead of just looking at the outside of myself. Let me look at the inside of what I need to do for me, right? So this is where, and then so I put on the music or whatever. It's like a mantra that you can listen to, and it connects to your subconscious. It's wavelengths and stuff like that for breakthroughs. I was like, anything that's toxic in my body, I want to remove it. Anything that's no longer helping me, I want to remove it. So I said that 2 hours prior to me laying down. Hi, Susan. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said that 2 hours prior to me lying down, right? So that night I had a bowl of noodles and some broccoli. That was my dinner. So after I ate my noodles, my broccoli, I took me a shower, got ready for bed, said my mantra, said what I wanted to do. I put on this wavelength music. And I put on three different ones, right? So I could listen to them all at the same time, the frequencies. Do y'all know within 2 hours of me saying that, my stomach started bothering me really bad? Now, right at this point, it wasn't my appendix. I didn't, if anybody who knows like where your appendix is located on your body, is located on the lower part, the right part of your body, like right under your stomach, like in your abdominal cavity. So I'm sitting there like at this time I didn't have any pain there. I just felt like really bloated, and I'm like, was it the broccoli or like what is it? So I'm laying in the bed and I'm kind of tossing and turning a lot because I can't really get comfortable. And And so I keep going back and forth to the bathroom because at this point I'm feeling like I got like trapped gas or something. Now I ain't trying to be funny, but that's what I thought. I thought I had trapped gas. So I'm sitting up here like, okay, let me go drink some hot tea. So I got a piece of ginger root, boiled it, drank that, and I'm just thinking, okay, like y'all, do y'all know I was up all night? I'm talking about literally, I could not sleep at all. And mind you, the whole time I got these frequencies in the background going. I didn't even turn them off. But I asked for a breakthrough in a cleansing, a inner cleansing of my system. This is what I said before I even turned the frequencies on, before I turned any of that on. So I'm laying there, I'm tossing and turning, I'm going back and forth to the bathroom. I feel like I got trapped gas. My stomach is hurting, it's swelling as like throughout the night. So I said, okay. By the morning time, I was so uncomfortable. I was like almost in tears because if you know trapped gas hurt like I don't know what. But I was like, what in the hell? Like, I can't lay down. I can't get comfortable. I can't find I can't, I turn to my left. I can't get comfortable. I turn to my right. I was exhausted. I was literally up all night, no sleep. I still got the frequency music playing. So I told my son, I said, can you go to the store and get me an enema? And this is the gross part. So if it grosses you out, my bad. So he went to the store, got me an enema. I used it. That brought me some relief, right? But I noticed, because I thought that's what it was. So I thought once I did that, then the pain was going to go away. After I did that, I went and laid down because I was like, I'm so sleepy. Mind you, I just said I was up all night long. I said, I'm so sleepy. I went to go lay down and I turned to my right. And when I tell y'all the worst pain came at the bottom part of my stomach, I thought it came from me straining, like trying to use the bathroom. It wasn't that. It was my appendix. So I got back up and I could barely walk at this time. I was like bent over, like holding my stomach. I'm like, what in the world is going on? But because I used to be in the medical field, I know where certain things are located in my body, certain organs, and certain things are located. So just because of the intense pain and where it was, I immediately said, is this my appendix? So I looked up the symptoms. Every symptom checked off, y'all. Every single symptom checked off. I took my shower, and I said, I got to go to the emergency room because I got a feeling this is my appendix that's bothering me like this. I went to the emergency room. By this time, y'all, like real tears was coming down. That's how bad it hurt. I never felt the pain like that in my life. Even with childbirth, I never felt a pain like that. My appendix was hurting so freaking bad. So I went to the emergency room. They took me to the back, probably like in about 30 minutes of me waiting or something like that. And they started doing tests. They took me into fast track though. They started doing tests. They gave me a CT scan, put me under that machine. They made me drink like this blue ink stuff. Or they injected it into not drink it, I'm sorry. They injected it into me so they could see like what was going on. And they did all of these tests. And they put me on some pain medication. And then when it came back, I had appendinitis. So by this time, y'all, I could barely walk. I'm bent over, like holding my side, crying, everything. So they got me on morphine at this time, right? So they giving me morphine every 4 hours, and every 6 hours giving me Tylenol. And y'all, do y'all know that still wasn't taking the pain? Maybe the morphine wasn't a high dosage or something. I still was in pain with all of that. So I'm balled up in the bed, and all the morphine did was make me fall asleep so I wouldn't feel the pain while I was asleep. And I was sleeping in one spot, this, that, and the other. I wasn't turning over or anything like that. But because if I turned over or tried to get up and go to the bathroom, I could barely walk. So I couldn't even eat either. That's another thing that I noticed. Like I didn't want to eat anything. By this time, it had already been. By the time they got me back in the emergency room, did all the tests, did the CT scan, did um, like the blood work and all that stuff, got the labs to come back. It was like about 6 hours, into this. And now they got me on morphine, they got me on Tylenol, all this stuff, and I'm still in pain. So they gave me two options. They told me, they said now, because wait a minute, hold on, I'm going too fast. So the nurse who was seeing me, he was so sweet. He was so sweet. He was like, I've never seen somebody in your. He said, I'm not trying to offend you or anything. He said, but I've never seen somebody in your age group with appendicitis. He was like, usually I see kids with it, but I've never seen somebody in your age group with appendicitis. So I really don't think it's that. This was before the labs came back. And then when it came back, he was like, it is appendicitis. So the surgery team came to talk to me. They were like, well, we could give you antibiotics and send you home and let it kind of, go away on its own. But there's a high chance. I think she said it's like a 60%, 40 or 60% some percentage that it may come back. She said, or we can do surgery and remove it. Now I'm sitting up there thinking, I said, now last night, I'm sitting up here like, God, anything that's in my body that needs to be removed, that is holding me back, that's not helping me, any sort of toxins that need to be removed, I ask you to take it out of me. I'm not about to go home with no damn antibiotics and I got to come back and deal with this stuff a month or 2 or 3 later. So I told them, I said, I'm going to move forward with the surgery. So I had not eaten anything, y'all. I didn't have water. I had not eaten any food, anything. We 6 hours in. So they scheduled my surgery for like 8 o'clock that night. But they were trying to squeeze me in because they had other surgeries already planned. So y'all, my surgery kept getting pushed back. I didn't go into surgery until 4 a.m. the next morning, almost 5 o'clock the next morning. Y'all, I had not eaten anything that whole time. Like literally nothing, no food, no nothing. And they couldn't give me water because I was going into surgery. They didn't want me to aspirate, right? So now my mouth dry. They like the nurse, he bought me like 5 little, them little hospital ice chips. He said, okay, you could suck on this. So he said, don't bite it, don't chew it, just kind of suck on it because I know your mouth is really dry at this point. I didn't want any food because my stomach was hurting too bad. I wasn't even hungry. So so after going through all of that, they finally got me into surgery. Now, mind you, they prepper me for surgery. They got me on morphine at this point and Tylenol. Morphine injections every 4 hours and Tylenol. So all the morphine did, like I said, would just make me want to go to sleep. So I would not be awake to feel the pain. But when I woke up and if I tried to turn, it was still painful. So again, I don't think that they had me on a high dosage of morphine at all. Um, so they finally took me into surgery at like 4 a.m. in the morning, the next morning. And the surgery went fine. I'm still kind of sore, but I'm able to move around, Then they kept me in the hospital for 2 days after that. Um, and then I was just ready to go home. I was like, oh my God. But I'm going to tell y'all something, like a lot of times when you in a hospital, people be like, you don't really get that much sleep. I think because I was just so exhausted from like being up all night and not really being able to get a good sleep. After the surgery, I slept like really good. And so, and the first, like when they first were trying to give me something to eat, I didn't want to eat anything. I just was like, if y'all have like tomato soup, I'll put that on my stomach. So they sent the tomato soup up with a whole plate of food. So what I did was scraped all the vegetables off the plate and put it in the tomato soup and I ate that. But I didn't want the food. It's like the other stuff. So that was my first time eating in like 48 hours. Then I had, and then as you know, the time went on, and my pain became a little more manageable. Then I started to eat a little bit more. But it was like, y'all, those frequencies actually work. I kept saying I need a breakthrough. I need anything. That's what I said before, 2 hours before I started feeling the pain in my body. I was like, anything in my body that needs to come out, I just want it out. If it's anything that's harming me, something that I don't know that I'm doing, I don't care whether it's anger, I don't care whether it's animosity, I don't care whether it's fear, I don't care whether it's a bad habit. Just bring it to so I can see it, so I can change it, and so I can get it out of me, right? And I asked for it, and I got exactly what I asked for. So yeah. So because it's like it just happened overnight, just that quick. The whole week I wasn't having any problems, pain on my side, nothing. It's like as soon as I said that, 2 hours later, my stomach started bothering me something terrible. Um, so right now I am sort of, I feel, believe it or not, like I do feel a lot better. I do. Still kind of sore from the surgery just because they had to make 3 incisions on one side of my stomach and put the cameras in so they could kind of look around. And so when I woke up from surgery, I could feel that. Like I could feel where they went in and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, but so it's still kind of sore when I move and stuff like that, but it's nothing like how it was. Like I would say my pain rate, if I could rate it from 1 to 10, is probably more at like a 6 or something. And that's when I'm not taking the medication, like the pain medication. And when I am on the pain medication, it's at like a 4 or 3, you know? So all right, so I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all what happened, but that's what was going on with me. Like I had to have my appendix removed, and I was like, okay. So yeah, Susan, they told me not to lift anything over 10 pounds for the next 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, so because for me, like I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to go walking with my weights, but I'm listening to them. I'm not gonna be hard headed. So I'm listening to them, and but I have an appointment. I got to go back so they can, make sure everything is healing and stuff like that. But I haven't been lifting anything besides my mop when I'm mopping and like cleaning up and stuff. So I haven't lifted anything heavy over 10 pounds. Because first she said 20 pounds, but on my paperwork, on my discharge papers, they said 10. So all right, so that was my little, I was like, oh my gosh, like, and I still listen to the frequencies before I go to bed so it could connect to my subconscious and stuff like that. And, I just wanted to cleanse out my energy. Hi, Paula. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Aisha. Hi, Eve. Let's see. You don't want to end up with adhesions. We're paying for my nurse too. Hi, Bang Bang BX. I'm glad you're doing better. We definitely miss you. I missed y'all too. Hi, Rochelle. Has anybody else in here had their appendix removed? Has anybody else in here, like, what did you go for surgery, or did you ever have any issues with your appendix or something like that? Like, did you ever have or did you use just antibiotics? Aisha. Yes, I did when I was young. Oh, okay. You had it removed, Paula? Never had issues afterwards. Oh, okay. Doctor, if you need any help, please let me know. Okay, Aisha, thanks for letting me know. That's good to know. Yeah, I am, but I've been following the doctor's orders and stuff like that. Like I've really been doing what I'm supposed to do and stuff as far as like following directions. No, but I asked the universe to knock down anything that doesn't belong, and now my cat is dying. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Veronica. Yeah, you know what? Our words are so powerful. Our words are just, they hold so much power. And a lot of times, I think that when we ask for something, we expect for it to come in one way. And when it comes in another way, or when it happens in another way, it kind of blindsides us. And then we have to sort of adjust to whatever's happening right then and there. And I really do feel like with me asking for anything that that was not helping me, and that was not making me be a better person, to be removed out my body, any sort of toxins and things like that. I really asked for that, and then it just happened just like that, you know. So I think a lot of times we ask for things, and we have to ask for courage and bravery and protection, when and the wisdom to understand what is coming our way, what we're going through, you know. Because when we ask for these things, sometimes we expect for it to come in like this way, and it comes a totally different way. And you know, so it was just, I'm just happy that, you know, it happened the way that it happened, and that I knew it was my appendix just because of the symptoms and where the pain was located. And my eyeshadow got me looking crazy. Oh, what? And my appendix and my all of that kind of stuff. I'm really glad that I took the time to just really like not brush it off and just try to lay in a bed and sleep it off. That I really took it serious and went to the emergency room. So yeah. All right, so we are going to get into a general reading for Pisces and see what comes out. Cross watchers, you're always welcome here. You're so lucky to have it. It's supposed to be a very dangerous later in age comparison to young teenage years. Yeah, Paula, like for me, I just, because I used to work in the medical field, and I know where certain things are located in the body. It just made me think about like when the pain was that, it was just that intense in that particular area, and the symptoms I was having, I was like, let me hurry up and go to the emergency room, because this must be my appendix. Yeah, so I took it serious, and I'm glad that I did. So yes, Pisces Nation. Hi, Veronica. Yeah, that's Veronica. That's exactly what the nurse said. The nurse was like, I've only seen it in kids. I've only seen it in kids. I've only seen it in people like under the age of 10 and stuff like that. I've never seen it in someone in your age group. And so, but I asked for whatever blockages in my body, whatever toxins in my body, anything that needed to be removed, to remove it. Help me. I just didn't think it was going to be my appendix. I literally asked for that 2 hours before it started being irritated. And when they went in, they did say it was like swollen and, you know, irritated and stuff like that. So I've seen it in one adult. Yes, Aisha, right on time. Yes. So you have seen it before, Veronica, in one person? Yes, it's common in children and in teens. Okay. My mom was in her 50s when her appendix burst. Oh my goodness. Wow, Veronica. Yep, I asked for a breakthrough, and that's just what I. That's just. That is just what I got. I asked for a breakthrough and for a cleansing, and that is just what I got, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. But I just had enough sense to take my butt to the hospital quick. Well, my son took me to the hospital. And look, just driving to the hospital, y'all, just riding over bumps hurt. I said, oh my God, this is worse than childbirth. What in the world? At least with childbirth, if you have contractions, you kind of have that downtime where you could sleep in between contractions. With an appendix, oh my gosh. I was like, this is terrible. That is the worst pain I ever felt in my life. More common in children since More dangerous later on, needs to be out as soon as you suspect you have it before it bursts. Yeah, Paula. Yeah, they said that mine, they wanted to really, they used the cameras to make sure that mine didn't burst. It, thank God it didn't. I think if I would have just kind of brushed it off and laid in the bed and waited and maybe took some Tylenol and tried to treat myself, it probably would have gotten that bad. But it probably would have burst. But because I took it serious and just went on to the hospital, yeah, Aisha, it was extremely painful. I could barely walk. I literally was walking bent over. I could barely walk. It was that freaking painful. Um, yeah. I know. Thank God it didn't burst. And I was like, I said, I got to go to the emergency room because this is just, I can't take it no more. So, and I'm glad they were quick with it. They did all these tests and they got me on pain medication to kind of, you know, control it. And then things got a little better from there. Okay. With her, unfortunately, a lot of times certain things are dismissed like it's not possible. Right, right. I hear that a lot of times people go to the emergency room and it's just like passed off like it's nothing, but yes, the nurses, they listened to me. I told them what I thought it was. Um and I think that they took me serious because I could barely walk. Like it was hurting that bad, and by this time I was crying. Like tears were coming out. And so they did take me serious and took me over to the other side and did all the tests and everything, and then and it came back like within like I would say maybe within like 2 to 3 hours of me being there, all the tests had come back. So they knew it was appendicitis, and they were just, trying to manage my pain and squeeze me in to where I could have surgery done. They had to keep pushing it back too because they wanted to make sure I wasn't going to aspirate, like without making sure that I didn't have anything on my stomach and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, I hear the horror stories of people saying that they go to the hospital and they're not heard. I hear the horror stories, and I can relate to certain. I'm not going to lie. In the past, I've experienced that at times. I changed doctors more than once because I went to a doctor who was not hearing me. I had been complaining about something for months, and then what I did was, this is how I knew that she was not even listening to what I was saying, because what I did was had my medical records pulled. She wasn't even documenting what I was telling her, what I was complaining about. I was telling her, and I told her in numerous times when I would go to the doctor what was going on. She wasn't even putting it in my chart. So it was like I never said it. So yeah, and I changed doctors after that. I was like, this is crazy. Like a lot of times, and unfortunately, I can't speak on no other race, but a lot of times Black people, African American people are not heard in the medical field. A lot of times that happen. It's so messed up. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to constantly say it over and over again. And then sometimes people will hear you. You just keep saying it until you get the right doctor. But so many times in history, it's just like, oh, you're pain, you're in pain, you're Black, you can tolerate it. And you're like, what? No, I'm not gonna tolerate it. Like, so yeah. But this time when I went to this particular hospital, they heard me loud and clear, and they did not play around. They got me in there, got all the tests done, and yeah, and I was taken care of. So got me in there, got me my pain taken care of. Like I wasn't, I mean, it was only so much they could do until I went into surgery anyway, as far as like the pain. But they did put me on morphine and Tylenol. And if that appendix thing was so painful, I still was feeling the pain with the morphine. I was like, oh my gosh, what in the world? All right, so yeah. So, I had to update y'all on what was going on. I had to update y'all. Um, yeah, because I was doing like I was on the end of doing my personal readings for my members, and I was just like, oh my gosh, and I had only two more people left, and I wound up having to go into the hospital, so I had to reschedule those. I felt so bad about that, so I was just like, man, all right. So, but anyway, everything happened for a reason. And I did ask for a breakthrough and for a cleansing, and I got exactly what I asked for. I said, shoot, my angel's listening to me that much. Give me a financial breakthrough. That's what I need. Shoot. Okay. All right, y'all. But we are going to get into, now we 30 minutes into all of that. We're going to get into a general reading for the collective sign of Pisces. You could have Pisces in any of your placements in your natal chart, but we're going to go ahead. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate sending you love right back from sunny San Diego. We're going to get into a general reading and see what comes out for you, okay? Yes, I have been resting, and I want to go on a walk so bad, like a long walk. I might still do it. I just probably have to walk really slow, but I'm not. I'm gonna definitely listen to my body though. Yes, baby, I got what I asked for. I asked for a damn breakthrough, and I have something that was not healthy for me out of my body. And literally 2 hours later, my angels was like, "Okay, you asked for it. Here you go." Ooh, woo. So I can't complain. I'm just glad that it happened the way that it happened, and the right people were at my son was here with me. He was able to kind of help me get through, get me there quick. The nurses and the doctors were on point. They actually, just did everything that they could to make me comfortable and manage my pain and get me everything that I needed and get me into surgery and all that kind of stuff. Um, so I was glad that it turned out the way that it did. All right, so I've shuffled the cards for you all, okay? We're going to get into a reading and see what's going on with my Pisces for the month of October. I'll just say maybe for the first 2 weeks, see what some energy is around this time. I do know, let's see. Okay, so you may be embarking on some sort of new adventure. Something it might start get a little easier for you, right? Lucky you, touch wood. So it's something may get a little easier for you. You're being guided to kind of do something in an easier way. I feel like you're being guided to turn your back on harder times, or you're being guided away from harder times, like rough waters, into calmer waters, a calmer way of doing something. There's some sort of generosity coming your way too. Maybe, I don't know whether you're paying off a debt or you paid a karmic debt, or maybe you're being generous to someone, but there's some level of generosity, the good you're doing coming back to you, some sort of good karma. It's like you're riding right into good karma. It's like you're heading right into some sort of good karma. Wow, look at how these cards are coming out. Like, oh my gosh. 10 of Cups here. So a lot of emotional fulfillment right here going on. And I say this for the next 2 weeks. So some of you all, this Six of Swords can also speak of what I was just saying, like a breakthrough. Like, you know how you go through something for a while and then it's like completed and you're being spiritually guided into something better. You've already completed something. So I do see some generosity that's going to come in. This may be something that can help. It may be connected to your family, or it's something that can help your family in some way. Um, Nice, nice, nice. We have Aquarius energy here. We have Taurus energy here. And we have the 10 of Cups here. And then you have the 8 of Cups, Pisces energy. 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. So definitely Pisces heavy in this reading right now. You could be in the energy like once you kind of have what you need, you may be deciding to sort of travel, or kind of see what else is out there. I feel like you're going to be in the energy once something is secured in one area of your life, you're going to start looking at how you can make things better in another area of your life or something like that. So I feel like energetically, like spiritually, you're being guided to address a number of things. Um, this could be like, just say if you're addressing something like your relationships, maybe some relationship is healing with this 10 of cups here. There could be a relationship that's healing between you and someone who either you see as family, they don't have to be blood related, or this could be with your actual family. But something is healing, and it's like once you have that established and everything is secure, it's almost as if you're going to tie up some loose ends somewhere else and kind of, you know, follow your intuition or something in a situation. Why is the 6 of Swords here? You got the King of Wands here. So I do feel like some of you all have been in the energy where you've been trying to multitask. This King of Wands is like a leader person, a person who kind of uses their wand in a magical way. They use their power in a magical way or something like that. Taking the lead in something in your life. And okay, so you notice how in a lot of these Pisces readings, right? I've noticed that, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I've noticed that Pisces in a lot of our readings that I've been doing, and this is something that I do deliberately, I'm consciously aware of it, just because I want to see what the reaction is that I'm going to get in the comment section. So I may talk about things that's happening with you externally, right? Maybe you're going through something with someone externally. This could be on a job, this could be in your family, it could be in your community, whatever, right? The reason I do those kind of readings is because I kind of want you to see that you're looking outside of yourself at what's going on with other people. But in the process of you looking outside of yourself, you could be relinquishing your power too much to other people. You're giving too much power to someone else. The King of Wands is a person who hones their power. They stand on their throne in a very brave way. They can multitask. They're confident. And they're so confident that they attract other people to them. They almost do things. It's like this wand is it can just make things happen in ways that is so appealing, it's so alluring to other people, right? So I kind of feel like that's the energy that you're going to start vibrating in, realizing that you have more power than you realize in situations in your life, opposed to saying, let me look out at who's doing that. You can't change people on the outside of you. People that want to change will change. You can't change anyone outside of you. What you do have control over is you. You know what I mean? How you handle things with yourself. So this is what I'm saying. I feel like some of you all are going to start looking more within, right? So it's almost as if you're distancing yourself from people, places, or things that you have relinquished your power to so easily, because it's like, I know who I am. I know what I have here. There's a lizard here. This lizard can speak of a lot of like luck, wisdom, things like that, being able to see things from a different perspective, you know? Yeah, I feel like you're going to start seeing something from a different perspective pertaining to your own power. Maybe you don't realize you have something. So just like how I use a thing with my appendix, right? How I spoke something into existence just with my words and started noticing something, a breakthrough 2 hours later. But the breakthrough didn't come through the way that I thought it was going to come through. It came through in a way that was sort of scary to me, you know? But I had to adjust and think my way through something, to bring about a calmer way of doing things, right? A calmer way of, it's like I had that overnight, that 24 hours, I had all of that turmoil going on that was building up in my body. And then there was a release, and the release came through surgery. It came out, something that was not good for me, something that was toxic. And so this is you, and this I almost even feel like I should tell some of you all to fast. Now, always check with your doctor if you have any underlying conditions or anything like that. Like if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, thyroid issues, or something like that. Always check with your physician before you fast and do what's best for your body. But I feel like some of you all, fasting would work wonders for you. It'll be easier for you to manifest what you want because your body has detoxed out a lot of toxins. When you have a lot of toxins in your body, it's hard for you to manifest what you want because it's so much that's jumbled up in there, right? Some of you all have been wanting a breakthrough. You have this page of swords here. So I do feel like, absolutely, I had an appendix taken out the same time as my gallbladder. Wow. And a total hysterectomy. Wow. Trisha, I'm sending healing vibes to you. I'm so glad everything went well. What happened in your life that you decided to turn towards divination and not trusting in Yahoo? Who said that I didn't trust in Yahoo? Huh? Who said that? So I trust, but if you know anything, see, I come from a long line of elders who knew that God lives within us, right? See, as man, we look to the outside world for God. God lives within us. This is why you see some people who say, I don't believe in God. I believe in doing the right thing. I believe in treating people right with fairness, kindness. I don't have to believe in something that a Bible for me to do the right thing and treat people with dignity and respect. I do it because I am a good person. You understand what I'm saying? So this is important for you to understand that I don't question what you believe in. What I question is, do you have integrity because of it? Do you have um do you have a good character because of it? You could be I've come across atheists who have treated me better than so-called Christians. And I'm speaking nothing but the God's honest truth when I say that. I've come across people who don't even believe in God, but they've treated me with more dignity and respect than people who have sat in church every single Sunday, know the Bible front and back, but don't live by that word. So I don't judge people in that way. I go by how people treat me, and I treat them with that same dignity and respect. Okay. All right. So, but this page of, yeah, being a good human being that's who you are. Whether you got money, whether you have fame, I don't care what you got. If you're a good person, you a good person, whether the lights are shining on you or not. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like if you just like a crappy person, I don't care how much money they get back. They just gonna be a crappy person with money. So that's what life is truly all about. This is why I don't put titles and labels and all that stuff on people. Honey, I'm telling you, within me, what I know, the connection that I have with the divine is something that I couldn't even sit on here. You wouldn't believe some of the things that I've seen and experienced anyway. If I tried to tell you, you wouldn't believe me. I see miracles all the time, not only happening in my life, but in other people around me. So I just smile, and I'm so grateful that I'm even able to experience these miracles and see them happen in other people's lives too. So I celebrate people when they have wonderful things happening for themselves. I celebrate it like it's happening for me. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes I attract that good energy because I'm rooting them on. They like, yeah, I just got a promotion. I'm like, yeah, we just got a promotion. I'm like, yeah, we just got a promotion. So this is how we are all energetically connected. And it's so important for us to understand that, no one is perfect. We go through these ups and downs in this life. We all face trials and tribulations and things like that. But it is so important for us to know that you don't have to live in a revengeful spirit. If somebody is doing something really nasty or mean to you, just distance yourself from them. Don't let them suck. Don't let them suck or be an energy vampire and take your energy away from you or change who you are on the inside. Okay. And that's when people say it's the God in me, I'm like, yeah, like, well, don't just say it, but really live that, really live it. And so this is where I'm going with this, because if you know that your body is your home, right? This is like, you can change a house, you can change apartments, you can change condos, whatever, but your spirit, this is where your spirit lives. This is where your soul lives, right? And so if you're taking care of your home, meaning your body, and you're not eating a lot of processed foods, you're not putting a lot of negative stuff into your body, your home is going to give you those blessings back. You're going to be more connected to the divine, where you can manifest what you want, right? Okay, so with the page of swords here, and I see with the page of swords here, this is like you really learning lessons about even give and take, karmic lessons. This is you sort of learning something. There may be some delayed news too when it comes to if your soul is clear and clean, you have everything. Amen. Ain't that the truth? That is so true. When you got a clear conscience, a clear soul, clear mind, you feel good inside, you're eating well, you're treating yourself well, you're exercising, you're breathing in all that good prana, that good air, you feel amazing. And so it radiates on the outside of you, and you start attracting what you really do want in this life. And I had to learn that. So this isn't something that I still practice this. So I'm still a child who's still learning this in life. So with the page of swords here, this is about, there may be some sort of delay when it comes to some level of generosity. Now, I'm not sure what that delay is. It could be due to some sort of paperwork that may be delayed. Maybe somebody is holding it up to see something, or they want to learn something before they decide to make some sort of offer to you. Um, the Ten of Cups, wow, and the Star card. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. I love this. Look, some sort of wish that I don't know what this is you've been wishing for, but it's coming true. This is you being able to manifest what you want. Some of you all need to drink more water. All these cups, you need to drink more water. Also, for those who, you can sit your water, like if you have like a wooden cup or something like that, or whatever, glass cup or something. Some people sit their water in the moonlight, right? Um, and they'll drink the moon water. They'll put their they may put a crystal in it. They'll put their, speak those beautiful manifestations. Sometimes I've seen people even write prosperity, healing, love on the glass of the water that they've set in the moonlight, and let it absorb all of that energy, right? And then they'll drink it, right? And while just putting a lot of positivity into their body. So some of you all need to drink more water, you know? And it's going to lead you to right over this rainbow of where you want to be. Okay. So you do have some sort of beautiful, beautiful wish coming true. Some of you all may be in the spotlight in some way too. Some of you all may be getting some sort of public recognition. This could be from your family, or this could be from someone who you see as family or you view as family, or just somebody who you have a lot of love for. But I feel like some of you all have someone in your life that has been paying attention to you. This could be somebody who you don't even talk to much. Or maybe someone who you haven't seen in a while. or something like that. But I feel like there's some sort of good energy coming towards you, Pisces. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles. So remember, I said you're going to take care of something and establish something somewhere else, get it secure. So I feel like this is a wish coming true for you in some area of your life. And then once you establish something, it's like you're going to start working on another area. This is like spiritual enlightenment, like you're seeking out something at this time. And then look, Queen of Pentacles here. So I feel like you're walking right into some level of prosperity. The Queen of Pentacles can be a stable person, a person who has the finances and everything that they need to take care of their family, to beautify up their life. This is a very stable energy, a very mature energy, a person who is grounded, right? So I feel like that's something that you're doing right now. Earth signs may be significant, water and earth very significant, could be significant in your life at this time. Yeah, whatever your belief system is, it doesn't matter. Live your life in a way where you're always standing on the right side of the karmic law. Absolutely, Veronica. And it's easy as that sounds. Sometimes everybody get caught up. You never know when you're put in a position where you think that you're doing the right thing, and then you later find out that you did the wrong thing. So I think this life is a test. It's a lot of lessons that we learn, and long as your intentions are in the right place, I feel like some of the times that'll work, because they say that saying the road. I mean, what is the saying? Something about your intentions, good intentions pave the road to hell, or something like that. you know but I feel like a lot of times, if you're really trying to sincerely put yourself in another person's shoes, right? Like, you're not doing something to be malicious. You're not doing something to be, you're not trying to, just aggravate people and be revengeful and vibrate in that revengeful spirit. You're truly forgiving people. Forgiving people always get forgiveness and trust mixed up. You can forgive a person. That don't mean you have to put yourself in that same predicament again for them to betray your trust. You can forgive them and love them from afar. It's totally okay to do that. Um, so I just think that a lot of times we have to be more self-conscious with what when we're trying to manifest something. We have to be more self-conscious with what we're doing to ourselves, like, because we hold more power. Like I said, you hold more power than what than what you give yourself credit for. And every time you look outside of yourself and say, well, this person did this person didn't do that, this person said this person didn't say that, it's almost like you're relinquishing your power. So I do feel like you're going to get more into that energy where you're saying, what can I do? I can't control what they think. I can't control what they say. I can't control what they do. I can control what I think. I can control what I say. I can control what I do. Does vodka in a Veronica, you are crazy. Go ahead and try. I don't know, Veronica. Maybe you want some vodka. Go ahead, do your thing. I don't know if it's gonna get the same result. You may be knocked out or something like that, but move in positivity and keep your head on the swivel. Denial used to keep me standing still, even when I thought I was moving. Well, that's true too, and denial has a lot to do with fear. Denial has a lot to do with fear. The Four of Swords is here. So I do feel like you will start seeing something from a unique standpoint. You may also, the Four of Swords could speak of someone who's planning for the future. So this may be a time right now where you're sort of planning for what you want to do in the future. And the Serenity Prayer, I love that. I love the Serenity Prayer because it's so true. But this may be something where you could be in the energy where you're planning for the future, because you're seeing something from a different perspective. Wow. And then you have this Empress card here. This is a beautiful reading for you. This is a an amazing reading for you because it really speaks of you honing your power and understanding your power too. Understanding this is like the law of attraction. This is you taking whatever you want, whether it's a baby, and nurturing it and growing it, growing it. I'm sorry, helping the baby grow into what you wanted to grow into. This could be breaking generational curses. Generational curses are so real. And a lot of times people don't realize that when you're going through a lot of stuff in your life, those generational curses, you can repeat things without even knowing that you're repeating the same things that you blamed your parents for. You can repeat them with your children. And a lot of times you have to make a conscious decision to say, I'm not going to repeat this kind of stuff. I want to break this generational curse, because it has done nothing but brought me pain, suffering, something like that. Some of a generational curse could be you come from a family of alcoholics, and you see people using alcohol in the wrong way and doing all kind of stuff, and then it may skip over you, but it may move on to your children. So this may be something where you're teaching your children to not live that kind of lifestyle or something like that. It could be something with drugs. It could be something with crime. Some families come from some people grow up in families where there's a lot of crime going on all the time, right? And so they try to break those kind of like negative spiritual bonds that have been created by the ancestors in their family, so their children aren't going through the same thing. And a lot of times, it just starts with who you are on the inside. If you see a lot of things in your life going haywire, then it's time to look within. What can you change? What can you do? What are you not seeing? What are you not doing? Yeah, so this is you really being able to sit on your throne and attract what you want, have what you want in a really good way. Wow, then you have the high priestess here. So I see all of these pomegranates in the back. There are little seeds in here, and stuff like that. So with the seeds, this is about knowledge. This is about education. This is about a pomegranate, when you pop, it has that really hard exterior. And then when you cut it open, you see all those little seeds on the inside, right? So this is you like cracking the code on something. This is you delving deep and seeing the inside of something, right? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. There it is, Veronica. Yeah. So a lot of times people oh, okay, what I did, I meant to do the right thing and stuff like that. And it wind up being a disaster. This is why I'm saying like it's so important to detox. And I wouldn't tell you all to do anything that I'm not doing. Like I'm about to, because I had to take so much medication, in a few days I'll be fasting, just because I want to cleanse out a lot of that medication, like from out of my system, right? So for 48 hours I won't be eating anything, drinking anything except water. I may put my ginger root in my boil some ginger root and drink that, but I want to cleanse out my kidneys, cleanse out my liver, cleanse out all that stuff, because I've had to take medication. And so for me, that's, but again, I said, like, I wouldn't tell you all to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. But for me, when I do those cleansings and detoxes, it makes me feel so much better. And I feel so much closer to the divine. My energy is a lot clearer. The messages come in clear. I don't feel so bogged down. I feel lighter. I feel like I have more energy. I could, when I'm journaling, it comes out in my journals, everything, right? So this is what I'm saying. So I do feel like some of you all will be getting a lot of good information here. Something that's coming in for you, Pisces, in a really good way. I see a significant change. And this Six of Swords starting out really speaks of a lot of change happening in your life. You really being conscious about where you want to be, where you want to go, planning for the future, saying something in a unique way, from a different standpoint, willing to accept the beautiful things that are offered to you, being able to attract them with grace. learning some very valuable lessons and learning patience too, because something could be a little delayed right now with that Page of Swords. Information may be delayed right now. So I feel like you're going to learn some valuable lessons with something. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. But again, you have this 10 of Cups right here, and you have this star card right here. So I do feel like a wish is definitely coming true for you. Something you've been trying to manifest is coming in. You may have been trying to pour your cup into two things, hoping to see something come forth. But I feel like once you get that established, you're going to be able to say, okay, I've established this. Now let me fix this. So it's almost, I'll just use the example if you're living in a house. Okay, now I've redecorated and cleaned my bedroom and rearranged my bedroom. Now let me start working on cleaning out the refrigerator. It's like that. It's like you're going to complete something in some area of your life and really get it established and then move on to another area where you can start attracting more prosperity. And I feel like you're going to learn some really deep, valuable lessons or something that you didn't know before about yourself or the law of attraction or how you manifest stuff or something like that. Also, something that I noticed too, when I eat a lot of green vegetables, money comes in. So that may be something else that you want to do, like a lot of fruits, vegetables, green things. When you put them into your house, your body, it attracts money. And so, yeah, at the and I said it attracts money. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So you may be in a planning stage too. Maybe you're planning something right now. Some of you all have a windfall coming in that you're unaware of or that you're not expecting. I said some of you all got a windfall coming in that you're not aware of. Some of you all have put out a lot of good karma and you've just kind of not really thought about it. You've done things out the kindness of your heart through the years and stuff like that. You kind of just brush it off because it's who you are naturally. You're not doing things for clout. You're not doing it because the spotlight is on you or that you're, public recognition. But you may have done something for your family or for your community or something. And I feel like a payout is coming to you, but I don't feel like this is something that you're expecting. Maybe it's something that you've been wanting, just like how I said when I asked for something, it came in a different way, right? I feel like something that you're asking for is going to come, but it's going to come in a way that you don't expect it or something like that. It may be more than what you even thought. It could create a level of stability for you. Let me see what else is coming out. Mature woman here, Virgo energy, sixth house. Some of you all, again, you will be doing something where you're really focused right now. I kind of feel like you know exactly what you want. You know exactly where you want to be. Maybe some of you all are putting a 6-month plan in place. In 6 months, this is where I want to be. It's October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So maybe by April, you have some sort of plan that you want to put into place and you're working your plan or something like that. You could be really focused on where you want to be. Something where you feel like it's going to, maybe you're investing into something and it's taking 6 months to mature. You have, what is this? Despair. So some of you all have been in the energy of frustration because the change that you've been seeking, you haven't seen it happen like as fast as you want it to happen. I do feel like you should not give up on yourself. And that despair also is coming from you sort of relinquishing your power too much to people, giving them too much power over your life. So, for instance, in one of the past readings that I did, I spoke of someone intentionally trying to block something from you. Now, for those who don't know, what's meant for you is meant for you, right? Even if somebody uses their job title, even if they use certain things to try to block something from you, right? I feel like that's something that wasn't meant for you anyway. You know, sometimes when doors close, it's because we weren't meant to go down that path anyway. And another door will open up that is conducive to our growth. And so I do feel like some of you all, maybe you're on a pity pot right now, or you're kind of feeling like, yeah, it was in yesterday's reading. So maybe you're kind of on a pity pot right now. Maybe there's some area of your life where you're kind of like, I wish this will get better. I want this, I need this to get better so this can get better. So you could be being encouraged right now to focus on the root cause of why something in your life is the way it is. I almost feel like the divine wants to get your attention. It could be something that you've been neglecting. It could be something as simple as your eating pattern. It could be something as you're not getting enough sleep, enough exercise. It could be something as simple as um, you have a job, but you complain about the job every day. And I'm not trying to be funny, but you complain about the job every day, where there are people out here who are looking for jobs and they can't get one. So I kind of feel like there's something in your life where it's almost like you're subconsciously relinquishing your power, and you're being encouraged to see the good in something, almost like to see the good in a situation that you perceive as bad. But seeing the good in it is the key to you actually changing it, or something like that. A message is coming in. You have some sort of communication coming in. And this could be from family or about your family or something. You may be required to travel. This could be coming through the mail, it could be through a text message or something like that, or email. Some of you all have some communication coming in from your family. This also could be a message from the divine, giving you some sort of confirmation that things are going to be just fine with you. Um, Family room. Look at how nice this house looks. Look at how well decorated it looks. It looks welcoming, right? There's a fireplace burning in the background. The light is on. The curtains are pulled back. The window is, oh, the light is shining through. There's like a plush seat here. It's carpet. It's a tea set right here. It's very inviting, right? So I feel like this is almost symbolic to you inviting the very good things in your life, right? Welcoming good things. There's plants, a lot of life, a lot of growth, you know? I feel like this is symbolic to you attracting good things. Remember, I just mentioned like your home. Aisha, sometimes I fail to understand why people try to block your blessings. How can they forget that God is all knowing and what is meant for you will find its way no matter what? Yeah, some of you all, I kind of feel like you've had to deal with people trying to block stuff in your life. And maybe that blessing had to detour, it had to take another route to get to you. So remember, I said something may be stalled or slowed down or delayed or something. That could be what it is. It's just finding another way to get to you. Those people have created some sort of karmic energy in their own life by trying to block your blessings. And this is why you don't need to worry about it. Because again, what's meant for you is always going to find its way to you. Okay. So I do feel like some of you all are, you may be doing something as simple as making over your home, like the inside of your home, like redecorating. But some of you, this has something to do with like your actual body, right? And what you invite into your home that's more beautiful, it's more welcoming, it's comforting. Yeah, you're more mature, so you've matured through the years, so you know what's good for you and what isn't. You're selective about what you attract, what you want. Unexpected income. So some of you all have been wanting some sort of peace be with you. Yes, peace be with you too. Thank you so much, Samara. Unexpected income. Some of you all have some unexpected income coming in just when you least expect it, though. Just it's almost as if you're trying to figure out when are you going to get a breakthrough, when is something going to happen, but you have some unexpected income coming in. Bad health. There's a message about some sort of bad health coming in. I don't know whether this is related to your family member or something like that. So you may have to go visit someone. Um, and this could just be stress. So make sure you're not allowing something to stress you out. Um, High honor. I do feel like some of you all, your reputation is going to improve, stuff like that. You're going to see some of you all, I kind of feel like you're going to see something from a different perspective with this Four of Swords here. And planning for the future is going to improve your reputation or your life in some way. Thoughts and expectations. Some of you all, your expectations are going to increase what you expect from yourself. Maybe some of you all have been lowballing yourself for whatever reason. Maybe you felt like you didn't deserve something or that you would never have something or receive something. But I feel like you're going to start looking at things from a different perspective. Also, there's someone who thinks about you a lot. They have a picture of you and they think about you a lot. This person may have a very creative type spirit. Um, I did a reading off camera, right? And the reading that came out was some of you all have, it was about a future person, a person who is really deeply into you. They know you, they're transparent. Um, they're going to tell you that they know you or know of you or how they came across you or something. But I feel like this is a person who, whoever they are, they're going to want to build a friendship with you in some way. This isn't someone who wants to move very fast. Um, they, it's almost like they want to create some, they want to have roots with you, build a lot of good memories. But either the person is younger than you, or they could be older, but they just vibrate in a younger energy. So this may be a person who's young at heart. They just like to go have fun and do a lot of stuff. They're very charismatic and vibrant. They just like to have fun. But that came in off camera though. So I was like, damn, I should have did this reading on camera. So yeah. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna close out this reading for you. I do feel like some of you all, the things you've been trying to manifest, the key thing is you cleaning out the toxins out of your body so you can attract what you really want. That's the key to this manifestation road that you're on. And you're going to learn some valuable things. I feel like you all are in a learning phase right now. You're learning things about other people, about yourself, how power works, how manifestations work. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. You said, please share. Kiska, you said, do not come for Leslie. They better not, Kiska. You said, please share 3 decan Pisces reading. You know what? I might, okay. So, well, see, the thing is, those readings take a lot of time. So I feel, okay, I'll do the 3 decan readings for Pisces. Give me, let me see. Maybe I could do them tomorrow. Maybe I could do the 3 decan reading for Pisces tomorrow. Okay. So, if what today is Wednesday. So I'll do it maybe on Friday since we'll be in that third quarter moon energy. Okay. So I'll do the 3 decan reading then. Okay. All right. Okay, Aisha, I will definitely do it. So Kiska, who came for me? I'm not even worried about it, Kiska. I don't even care about that kind of stuff right now. Like people, everybody gotta have their um everybody has to, everybody be in their own little world. Okay, but midnight, the most magical hour of the year of the I'm sorry, the most magical hour of all. So, with midnight, that's like that change, right? It goes from one day, we're leaving one energy, moving into another one. You can never change what happened. You can't even change what happened 5 minutes ago. So this is you harnessing that power in the right way, right? And being able to say, okay, I can't change the past. So what am I doing in the present moment that will affect my future? So I do feel like some of you all, maybe you're speaking your manifestations at midnight, like taking them from one day, changing into the other, to the next one. The witch, the early weaver of the worlds. And so with witches, it's amazing how people put these negative titles on witches, right? Witches just were people who used natural things from the earth. They knew how to manifest. They knew how words could be used as spells. I love you. I love me. Um, you are my friend. You are healed. You have positive people who speak positivity over people all the time, right? They speak positivity over their life. They speak positivity over others. They eat natural things from the earth to heal their bodies. And some of these people, we don't look at them as witches. We look at them as herbalists. You know, we look at them as sage. We look at them as they have all these other titles. But at one time, they were perceived to be a witch because they could either speak kindness and wealth and happiness over you, or they could speak negativity over you. They could give you something that could heal you, or something that could harm you. At one time, you had people in communities that went to witch doctors. They were called witch doctors. Now they're called pharmacists. The title just changed. That's all, you know. Um, but at one time, people went to witch doctors to get, I need this potion to help my child with a cold. And I think that they have a demonic spirit on them because they won't stop sneezing. And I just need you to do something. So the witch doctor would go back there, pull something from the earth that was picked that helped with getting rid of colds, give it to the child. The child is healed. They call it a witch doctor. Now we may use it and call it like, okay, will you drink some ginger tea, or you drink some cinnamon tea, or you some lemongrass or something like that. Yeah, and you start feeling better. So it's just the early weavers of the world were people who knew how to harness their power and how to use it in the right way. They just have a totally different title now. They're not called witches, they're called pharmacists, they're called doctors, they're called herbalists, they're called a number of other things. Well, as one time they were called witches. Okay? All right, so but these are the early weavers of the world. So some of you all are very good at healing. You have the power of healing with your words. You can speak positivity, and that's a very powerful thing to have. That's a very powerful energy to have, to be able to speak prosperity over people. So this is you being able to control it and use it the right way, right? Speaking prosperity into your own life, right? So our words are so important. It's so important to even when people try to harm you. This is why, and I said it in another reading. When somebody tries to speak negativity over you, the way that you fix that is praying for their heart and speaking positivity over them. The reason I'm saying that is because it almost sends it right back to them. What they mean for evil, you're using for good. This was keeping your vibration high. Eventually, they're going to get tired of sending negative energy your way because it's going to keep playing out in their life. Okay? So, Dawn, the light after the darkness. Some of you all are it all depends on you. Yep. It's, and we relinquish our power as people. We don't even know we're relinquishing our power sometimes. I come across people that act like a whole plumb fool, and I leave them right there to act like a whole plumb fool by themselves. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want that energy on me, around me. I have even been more conscious about what I watch on the internet now. If I see it's a bunch of negativity, I click off. Like, I don't even want that in my spirit. You know, I do watch a lot of comedy. I watch animal stuff, all that kind of stuff. You know, things about the earth. I love watching things about aliens, the planets. I watch that kind of stuff. I don't even watch tarot. Like, I do tarot, and that's, I think that's why I don't watch it the way I used to, because it's sort of, it will burn me. It's like a burnout. But yeah, there's some sort of light coming after some dark time in your life. Some of you all have felt like you've been going through the dark night of the soul, where you've been trying to deal with a lot of things in your, on the shadow side of your life. So it's like you're getting that. This owl represent wisdom, you know, taking flight, seeing something from a totally different perspective, and, you know, knowing how to heal yourself through words, through your actions, through nature, through food. Some of you all need to get out in nature a lot more too. And some of you all could do this during the dawn hours, like before the sun really rise up, as the sun is rising up. Some of you all could take a beautiful walk during that time and attract all of that beautiful light. When, you know how, like, sometimes I would leave out so early, the sun and the moon would be out at the same time. I could see them. Like, the moon, I could look over here, the moon is still out, and I can look over there and the sun is, you know, coming up. So it's super cool to see it. Not at all. Pisces can see right through people. A lot of Pisces are that way. The Pisces that's connected, though, Pisces, some Pisces are dark Pisces. They keep a lot of, you know, negative energy within them. But the Pisces who are vibrating on a higher level can see right through you. It's hard to fool us. We, a lot of times, a Pisces won't even tell you that they know you're lying. They won't say nothing. They'll just sit there and let you lie and just observe you. So yeah, it's funny too. Okay. Barn break. So this is sort of like a bread here. Some of you all have something baking up in the oven, something warm, something tasty, something that's is feeding your soul, you know, something that's going to make you feel good. It says sweetness and synergy. So I do feel like some of you all have something good baking up energetically in your life right now that you really haven't taken the time to share with anyone. You're just kind of doing it. Maybe you're doing it at midnight, you know, to bring about some sort of change in your life where you're out with the old, in with the new. Maybe you're focusing on herbs, spices, speaking positive affirmations over yourself, things like that, and over other, your surrounding, over your family. Always speak positivity over yourself and your family and your, you know, your living, where you live, and things like that. And I feel like you're going to have the breakthrough that you've been wanting to see, coming out of the darkness and into the light. And again, some of you all are baking up something. I don't know what this is, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, because you know what? That's your business. You're baking up something nice and warm, and just it's good. It's going to stick to the bones. It's something that's hearty. It's something that, this bread always speak of prosperity too. It's something, it's sweet, you know, and it's wholesome. So bread speaks of prosperity. So I feel like some of you all, you have some prosperity coming into your life, a lot of good change here. Trick or treat. You're going to deal with some things in your life where you're going to have to see where, you know, where you're going to be able to see beyond the mask. You're going to have people that always be in your life that are tricksters, right? We all come across these kind of people, the get over people. They always got a song and a dance of how they can try to get over on you, or how they can run game, or whatever. They always got something going on. But this is you being able to see beyond the mask, right? Seeing what's real, um, trusting yourself in whatever situation that you're in your life, trusting your intuition, okay? And so this is trick or treat, mischief, and play, okay? So there may be some little tricksters around you, some people who may want to play a little bit of games. And, this is like somebody saying, oh, you're a Pisces. Oh, you're psychic. Okay, well, let me do this and let me see if you know what I'm doing or what I'm planning on doing. It's that kind of thing, right? And so you're going to have people like that, that just that they got way too much time on their hands. They could be doing anything in the world out here, but they choose to focus on you. Some of you all are getting ready for Halloween. For those who do celebrate Halloween, you're getting ready for Halloween. Maybe you're getting ready, setting up some fun things. Maybe some of you all aren't even giving candy away. I kind of feel like some of you all aren't doing candy. You may be doing something else that you feel like is unique, or something that you're giving away for Halloween. Um, yeah. And some of you all may be setting up like a safe place for kids to have fun for Halloween. Instead of going to different houses or something, you may be setting, like, taking your kids to like a party, like a Halloween party, where the food is safe, the treats are safe, things like that, where they can play games and all of that. Um, yeah. Okay. All right, so that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for everyone who showed up. Thank you for the feedback to the ones who were giving me feedback about the appendix thing. And, I did want to share that with you all, because I do feel great, though. I do. I'm weaning myself off of the pain medication just because I don't like taking pills. So I'm kind of like, taking myself little by little, going, longer and longer without taking my pain medication. And, but also listening to my body too. Okay. So I feel great. I will do the 3 decan readings for my Pisces. I'll do that Friday. Okay. All right. And I thank you all so much for coming. Thank you to everybody who hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I appreciate you all so much for all the love that you all give to me. I appreciate you all for helping this channel grow. My channel has slowed down so much. Like, the views have slowed down a lot and all of that. But I'm just grateful that it's still kind of doing its thing. Um, Let me see. Take care, and may God bless you with health and speedy recovery. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Paula. Have a lovely rest of your day. I will. I absolutely will. Thank you for your time and great. What, Bang Bang BX? What did you say no thank you to? What was that? Eva, thank you for sharing your appendix story. I'm sure glad it's over. Love you, girl. I will. I will. Thank you too, Eva. I love you all so much. And I'm just glad that I told my son to take me to the hospital when I did. And because I was thinking about just lying in the bed and like, oh, I'll just take some Tylenol and hope that it goes away. But I'm glad that I just listened to my intuition and said, okay, this is where my appendix is. And so let me go to the doctor. So I'm glad that I did that. I meant to say um, thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah. So okay. Okay. Yeah. So I appreciate you all for all your prayers, all your well wishes. Remember that your power lies in you. And a lot of times, like I said, I would not tell y'all to do something that I'm not even willing to do. But for me, I noticed that I can manifest better when I detox. When the toxins are out of my body, I'm eating healthy, eating my walnuts, my almonds, um, baking my food, and just not like eating a lot of processed stuff. Um, Cooking things from scratch, eating healthy, plenty of vegetables and fruits. When I eat like that, I notice a lot of more prosperity comes into my life. And I feel clean so I can manifest what I want. And so I want the same thing for you all, right? So those are some of my little secrets that I do. Certain oils I use when I get out of the tub. I wash up with sea salt sometimes, like to take the toxins out of my body. So it's a number of things that you can actually do to kind of really get rid of toxins and attract some really good energy to you. Okay. All right. So thank you again. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for the donations too. That's what I meant to say. I forgot. Thank you to everyone who has donated to me, to my PayPal and to my Cash App. When I tell y'all, that helps so much. My channel even though my subscribers have gone up, but my pay has gone down significantly. Um, so I don't get paid anything like how I used to from YouTube and stuff like that. So I appreciate, and then me being in the hospital and not being able to upload and all that kind of stuff. So, but I thank you all for everything that you do. I thank you so much for your kindness. I thank you for the donations. I thank you for everything that you have done for this channel, just for looking out for me. Your prayers mean the most to me. They really do. I hold on to them and I reread them, and it just puts such a big smile on my face. And I'm so grateful for that. So thank you again to you all. I'm sending you nothing but love. Talk with you later.